You are now tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. From goons to guys, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful. You are now tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. Goons to guys, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful.
Holla at us next week, man.
No doubt, man. And definitely shout out to the family, liberationmindedmedia.net. That is Black Eye Stand, Do the Knowledge Radio, The Rundown with Renee, and My Skin is My Sin. Oh, and don't forget to share the show, man. If you check it out today, or if you check it out next week, or if you check it out in 1,000 years, and if you are that motherfucker that digs this up in 1,000 years, you are the most phenomenal individual to ever walk the galaxy for digging up this greatness and still share our shit, man. Shout out to you. Don't forget to check out the websites, emeraldshell.com, designsbymonet.com, and myskinismysin.net. Got the plug in the building. Hey, and we got speech in the queue, man, so I want to make sure we get to him as soon as possible. Definitely appreciate the king for coming on, man. And if you have not heard of Arrested Development, just go jump off a bridge. We won't be mad at you as long as you splash. Grammys, million, platinum albums, impact out this world. And he got some shit to say, man. It's not just doing it just to benefit himself. So that's dope, man. Let's get the king on the line. How you doing, King?
I'm doing great, King. How are you?
Man, we all right. At least I am. You all right? You all right, Ron?
Yo, I'm good, man. Peace.
What's up, Peace,
That's
brother?
my co-host. My name is Jobs. That's my co-host, Ron. Definitely appreciate you coming on the platform you never heard of before.
Exactly, but I love the vibe, and so I definitely wanted to support and be on here, man. It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
That's pretty dope, man. We definitely digging the vibe with you too, bro. Jeez. And you know it's crazy, man. I was sitting back for the last week trying to figure out, how we gonna attack this. Are we gonna talk hip hop, impact, and first off, how's your day, bro?
My day has been amazing, man. Like, we got Arrested Development has a show tomorrow, and so my queen, she went ahead, and so did the rest of the group. They went ahead, and then because I'm doing the show tomorrow with them, but I also got another show, a separate show to do first here in Atlanta. So it's sort of like divide and conquer. My daughter, she's doing great. My son, you know what I'm saying? So the whole family is like, they're doing really good. They're really good, living their dreams.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, it is, man.
Yeah.
And you've been putting in work, man, since what, like 88, 89?
87, actually. 87 with Arrested Development. And before 87, I was even doing work with another group called Attack. Rest in peace, my man T.A. Wiz. So, I've been doing hip-hop for quite a long time, you know what I mean? Like, one of the first, like literally one of the first to do it in Wisconsin, which is where I'm from. That's where I was born. And putting in a lot of work. And then became conscious, like really conscious, because, I got a backstory. But I'll go into that, I guess, later when we talk. But like becoming really conscious about where we are as a people and what we need to become more aware of as a people was more like when I was probably 19, 20. So somewhere, 88, 89, somewhere in there.
So what was speech like before the consciousness?
A preppy dude trying to get the girls, just a young high schooler. In fact, my name, I know, right? Like, my name back in those days was DJ Peachy, because my favorite DJ was a dude named Rocky. And so I was like, people always used to say that my head was shaped like a peach. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to call myself DJ Peachy. And I used to DJ. That was before the consciousness. That was what I used to do, and just spin. And then later, of course, I took the I put an S in front of the peach and made a speech, and that was it.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was the history before.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Dope,
like, I just can't envision like speech, like preppy style, like that. Just don't. It's hard to see that at
like
this point.
Izod sweaters, Izod sweaters, K-Swiss shoes, you know what I mean? Like all of that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, high top fade, all of that, that was the 80s. It was in the 80s. That was a high school speech. 0.9 average coming out of high school.
Ooh.
So didn't do well in school at all. Exactly. I love that. Ooh. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right in your name.
Right.
That's like half your name. Right. You just wrote the first name.
That's just putting the S. Exactly. Hey man, I was the prime example of not applying myself, man. Like not applying myself.
Man.
That was me.
And if you haven't figured out yet, bro, like we asked people to interview them, but quite honestly, man, we just had conversations. Like we'll throw a couple of questions in there here and there, but we kind of like try to create like kind of a safe space for all our people. Whether we agree with your shit or not, you got a right to speak.
Right.
What's on your mind. So we try to create that for people. And that's why
good.
we say we only got one rule, bro. That's be respectful.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
I try to live by that all the time.
Yeah, the crazy part about that is it just goes to show, like, if you read it and you listen to the lyrics of his verses, for the lyrics that he put out, you would never think. You know what I'm saying? For you to come in and be like, I had a 0.9 average in high school, like, I ain't applying myself, but then you listen to the words that you put on paper and sound like an intelligent black man. You know what I mean? And that's what you
Well, it's funny. I honestly believe everybody's pretty much in this, like, everybody who's not doing good in school right now is probably in the same boat that I was. They just didn't know why to apply themselves. They didn't have the right motivation. So for me, when I got conscious about our people, our history, the ways that the white society in the past and present had been striving to keep us down, at least many of them in the society, I was motivated to do opposite than what they expected. I was motivated to change it up. So like I graduated with a 0.9, and when I got into college, this is after being conscious, I graduated college. Well, I didn't graduate all the way. I had associate's degree, 2 years, and with a 3.3. So like just a mind change. And we have a song called "Whole World Changed in One Day." And that's what that song's about. It's just about like a mind change, like deciding to change it up. And I feel like most people can do that.
And that's crazy because I was going to actually ask you about that too. And that's off of what? Crafted Optics, right?
Yeah, that's off the Crafted Optics record.
Yeah, like it made me think about what changed my world, and I would absolutely unequivocally have to say my daughters.
Word up. So that was the thing that made you be like, okay, I got to change it up.
Yeah. Because I was the ain't shittiest dude of ain't shitty dudes at one point. I was.
Oh, no, man.
Bro, I was the ain't shit dude. I really was. And I did not want my daughters to go search for an ain't shit dude.
So you had twins at the time, or just or did you have one daughter, then later another daughter, and both of them just started to keep, transforming you over time?
Well, I have 3 daughters, and
okay.
By the time my baby was born, the things that I was doing in my life, people start having real world consequences with some of my boys, if you get what I mean. And I was like, this ain't the move. I want to see my daughters graduate from college. I want to walk them down the aisle. I want to hold their babies, which is my grandbaby. I want to see my work develop, so to speak. So I literally put a bunch of shit in a garbage bag and hopped a Greyhound to Cleveland, and I've been here ever since.
Wow. Well, see, I mean, that's a lot of like what I spoke on, like on songs like "Mama's Always on Stage," for instance, where it talks about it takes a village, and even though you might be young with a child, I don't know how old you were how old were you when you first had your first daughter?
What was I? 19.
Yeah, so like
me too.
When I wrote, oh, you too. So like when I wrote that song, "Mama's Always on Stage," there was a friend of mine. Well, actually, it was my mother's boyfriend. His daughter was 16, and she had her first child. And the whole point was, first of all, change your mindset, get a community of people around you that can help you, and let's make this happen. Raise these children the right way. So one of the things that I say in "Give a Man a Fish," one of my songs in the first album, was raise your fist, but also raise your children. So I feel you, like having children definitely is one of those catalysts that can change your direction.
If you don't, man, you are emotionally scarred and you need some help. If that does not change you, and even if you're a good person, it still changes priorities. How you think about
no doubt
things,
about it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It seems to have done that. Like with Jay-Z, it seems like that was one of his big catalysts for trying to change up his vibe.
Yeah. And I saw what you posted. What was that? And it went viral about that picture of Jay-Z and everybody.
The Rock Nation party.
And
yeah.
I was wondering, did you catch some shit? Like, did people call you a hater for that?
Dude, to say the least. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like, I'm talking about that came in death threat. I mean, death threat.
Are you serious?
Oh, no doubt about it. I'm talking like people think Beyonce's The Beehive is bad. I mean, dude, you start talking about hip hop and critiquing it, because I love hip hop. But when you start critiquing hip hop, woo, people go in. So yeah, I got a lot of hate, a lot of death threats. It was very real, very real.
I got what you were saying, but I'm an older cat, so I'm supposed to get it. But for the younger generation, I could see how that was. And the crazy part is, like, you and Jay-Z is, like, in the same age group.
We are. He's 49, I think. I think he's 49. I'm 50.
Right. And they kind of made it seem like you were the old guy in the situation. And it's like, no, I'm just the mature one looking at it from a different perspective. And not to say Jay-Z ain't mature.
That's literally what I said. That's literally what I said in the post, is that you got to keep perspective. I wasn't even dissing anybody, really. I was just saying the fact, which is a lot of the music that they came up on and that made them famous in the first place follows the plan in the blueprint of white supremacy.
Right.
Killing each other, dogging our women, selling drugs to each other, destroying each other's families and community, so on and so forth. Right. Those things are literally blueprint material for how to destroy a people. And so it wasn't even really a diss. It was just a critique to say, hey, keep this in perspective, because everybody celebrates rich people. Like the world tends to celebrate, especially in the United States, wealthy people get over-celebrated. So, like, wealth is just one attribute of a human being. It doesn't mean that you're actually a better person or anything. It just, you could have got wealthy in many different ways. It doesn't mean you're smart necessarily. It could mean you're smart, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're smart. And so the point is that we celebrate wealth so much that we don't keep things in perspective. Well, what did someone do to get that wealth? And how much damage has not just one person, but that collective of human beings that are doing various things, how much damage has it caused to our people and to our progress as a people?
Yo, and I checked out the Nigga Factory too.
You know what I mean?
Like, the Nigga Factory is fire, bro.
Thanks.
Like, I don't.
That was a passion project, and it basically was something that, as you could tell by that post that I put out that got viral, it's something that's been on my heart for years. But the truth is, people would know it's been on my heart for 30 years, because I see how powerful music is for us. Like, music for Black people is not just music. It's not just entertainment. For many of us, it's our scriptures. It's our proverbs. It's our religion. Right. For many. And I'm a person that actually believes in God, so it's not my literal God, but I will say that many verses have become proverbs for me. There's many rhymes throughout my life that have literally helped me go different directions in a good way. And so I know how much the music impacts people's lives. It's not just entertainment. It really does have a huge impact.
Well, let me ask you this then. Give me one of those rhymes that would surprise the shit out of us. Like if you said Chuck D, I would be like, okay, I get that. And no disrespect to Chuck D, he's one of the GOATs. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's somebody off the beaten path that I'd be like, really? Speech?
I can't think of it right now because I was going to say Chuck D. Because that was, to be honest, that's like when Chuck D, like, I'm going to just be real. When Public Enemy said Panther Power, I can feel it in my arm. Look out, y'all. It's the time bomb. When he said that on the Yo Bum Rush the Show album, right, I was like, who's Panther Power? I didn't know who the Black Panthers were. I was like, who's Panther Power? Who's he talking about? Then he said Chesamard and all of these various people. Farrakhan. I never heard of Farrakhan when I was young. So all of these people, it was like dropping names and things that I literally had never heard of. And to be honest, most young people don't hear about these things. I mean, it's not taught in school, so how would you learn about it if it's not, if you're not trying to be conscious of life. So that's how it was.
Oh, and for those few people that check out the live stream, we do got a clip of the Nigga Factory, man. And I don't know who shot this for you, bro, but like everything was done perfectly from you, what you're saying to the visuals to the transitions. It's just a really, really well, and it just had me like I sat up and watched like I don't know 4 or 5 times because it was interesting.
Well, thank you. Well, I work with literal Atlanta legends on that. And one of them is my brother Jason Orr, who has put together documentaries like, Funk Jazz Cafe, 10 Years in the Making. That's a great documentary. And he's also just a legend in Atlanta because he's put on some of the most legendary parties and events in Atlanta. So me and him work together. I do all the audio stuff. I do like all of the information and the digging, and then him and his team puts the visuals to it. And so I'm working on part 3 right now because I got part 1 out, part 2 out, and now I'm working on part 3. So that's it should be out like real soon. So that's the dude that's gets credit for that visual impact.
Shout out to him, man. And geez.
Yeah.
I'm not in that tax bracket, but when I get there, I'm gonna reach out to bro. Man, although we know some dope people.
He's an amazing dude.
Yeah.
He's an amazing dude.
Appreciate that, man. So, if people want to get in contact with you, they want to work with you, they want to book you, how they get in contact with you?
They can reach me at speechmusic.com or even better, brotherspeech.com. brotherspeech.com. And that's where you can see, because I got a few things going on. I'll just mention them right quick. Of course, the Nigga Factory is on that website. You can peep it out from there. Then also, I went into a jail for 10 days and worked with inmates on music, and I documented it. And there's a movie that I put out that's won numerous awards now called 16 Bars. And they can see that. They can peep that out. Then also, I got a college fund that me and my mother started many, many years ago when I lost my brother. My older brother died of asthma. Well, we started a scholarship in his name, and so we've collected over $1 million, given out over $1 million to students since that time.
Wow.
And they can go to that. So there's a lot of great things. My wife and I, we started an art school, and I get like some of the top artists and teachers and instructors to help teach, and we do this down in Georgia, right here in Atlanta, which is where I live now. And man, it's called the Victory Spot. So people can go to all of those various things right on my website, brotherspeech.com. If you want to book me or Arrested Development for shows, same difference, brotherspeech.com.
That's dope, man. That's dope. And how is Arrested Development doing? Thing. How's the family? How they doing?
Everybody's doing really well. We've been at this for 30 years. So I'm the only original member in the present lineup because of numerous reasons. One is a lot of the group members are doing other things. Like one of the original members, Roz, he was just in Big Crit's new video, which is cool. And then Ishi, she's got a daughter that's like blowing up in the modeling world. And so Headliner has some family issues. His father and his immediate family has been going through some issues. So a lot of people are doing different things. I got a new family that's been touring with me for the last 15 or more years, and they're incredible. So we got one of the best shows, in my opinion. Like, it's a really tight, like most of the time we'll perform with all live instruments, throwing some samples, scratches, and stuff like that as well. So it's really high energy, tight, musical hip-hop. You know what I mean? Great rhymes, great, we really go at it, and it's like no joke. And I'm really proud of that, like proud of how we bring it. And so, yeah, people would really love the Arrested Development show.
And you know what, bro? I got to apologize to you, man. It's been heavy on my heart, man, because I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, we're in the same age group. So I remember when I came out. And visually, man, all these, what these niggas doing, man? These niggas.
Oh, my God.
But then when I heard the music, I'm like, oh, my, like that shit, the music made me understand the visuals. And as I got older, I appreciated the fact that y'all came out the gate saying, look, we dope, but we know who we are, too. And looking back, that shit means so much that you can go, like I can pull that up and show my grandkids. Because they're going to see NWA and all other type of bullshit, but I can say, no, we wasn't just about that.
Exactly. I'll tell you, there was so many reasons why we did everything we did. So one of the reasons was we believed highly in socialism. And so we dressed down because most of our people around the world was in such a predicament financially that we didn't need to worship, clothes and all of that stuff. So we dressed down on purpose to sort of support the whole idea of everybody being equal. We all everyday people, which is why the song came about. But then a lot of the Southern stuff was really about self-determination, growing our own food, raising our own crops, having our own land. So those ideas was like bigger than just meets the eye. And it's funny because a lot of brothers I know felt the same way you did. It's Terrence One, which is one of my heroes, man. This brother called me one day. He was like, it was 10 years after Tennessee. He called me. He was like, dude, I finally get Tennessee. Like, dude, that song is hot. We started touring together. It was me, him, Big Daddy Kane, started touring all around together because of that. Because he's like, yo, I finally get it. And that happened with a lot of brothers, in the game. Because, like, Ice-T's DJ, he didn't get it either. And he saw me at a Tom Joyner joint, and we was rocking. And he was like, man, I finally get this. You know what I'm saying? So it took people a minute. I think it was just a different vibe. You know what I mean?
Y'all was just ahead of your time, bro.
Yeah, that's just it.
The one
and
thing,
to keep it
like,
a stack. My bad. Go ahead, Ron.
Nah, like, I was just going to say, like, I remember seeing Arrested Development videos as a kid. Like, I'm not in your age range, you know what I'm saying? But I was like at the very end, I'm 35. So, like,
okay.
Y'all remember the jukebox?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The 90s, the one thing I remember about the 90s period was the balance of music that we had. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I remember seeing Arrested Development and X-Clan, X-Clan videos and PE videos. It was such a balance of blackness. Like, as a kid, 6, 7 years old, it resonated with me. Like, I vividly remember those memories. You know what I mean? As a kid, like, I knew Arrested Development songs in second grade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember tours where we would go on with, it would be us, it would be PE, MC Hammer, Two Live Crew, Too Short, Ice-T, all on the same tour. So, I mean, that's what I loved about that, because there wasn't just one dynamic being talked about.
Right.
It was a It was an array of stuff, and people was dropping knowledge, people was dropping draws. I mean, it was everything and everything in between.
Yeah. Right.
So
I was about to ask that. I know backstage had to be lit.
It was lit, mad lit. But it was great, you know what I mean? Because it was diverse, just like us, just like our people really are.
Yeah, man, that's really dope.
I got one question I got for you is who was it that inspired you, that made you want to pick up a mic?
Honestly, it was the Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. Like, that was my first time wanting to rap and wanting to get into hip-hop. Then, because I was falling in love with DJing, because I saw Grand Mixer DST on the Grammys, and he was scratching, and that was the first time I ever saw scratching. I had heard it on record, but I didn't know how they were doing it. So, like, the first time I ever heard it on record was Grandmaster Flash's Adventures on the Wheels of Steel, which was him cutting up various songs on a record. And I was like, what is he doing? How is he doing that? Then I saw Grand Mixer DST do it when he was rocking with Herbie Hancock on the Grammys. And I was like, oh, my gosh. And so those two events changed my life. I was like, I want to be a part of this movement. Like, this is everything. And it was, and that was it.
So have you had that moment where a kid comes up to you and says the same thing about you?
Definitely, all the time. Like, literally, almost every day, somebody comes up and says, you was the first rap record I ever bought. That's the reason I listen to rap. Other people will say, yo, you changed my mindset. Like, I was going one direction, I heard y'all's music, and I started going a whole nother direction. It totally changed the focus of my life. I get that a lot. I get people that say to us, I was going to kill myself until I heard this song or that song. So, I mean, music, you can never underestimate it. You know what I mean?
Oh, and your social media manager is fire. I don't know what she charged, man, but please link me up with her.
I will. I'll give you some information on it. That's hot. That's hot. Thank you.
Yeah, we need that.
Man,
we need that.
I know this shit like that though, man, because it's you're not gonna be great without greatness surrounding you.
I agree. You got to be around great people, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people egos get in the way of doing that.
I agree. Totally agree.
Damn, I was about to ask you something, and it just totally just freaking I spaz out sometime, man. I get caught up listening. And like when somebody walks up to you and says, you stopped me from killing myself, like,
yeah,
I don't know if I can handle that.
That's so real, right? That's so real, and that's happened to me numerous times, like more times than I can count. And what's cool about it and powerful about it, it's not just in the United States. Like, that's all around the world. So people come up all around the world. It's music is powerful, man.
Wow.
Oh, and definitely got to say thank you to your queen for allowing you to share your greatness with the world, because I think that's dope, and I think how y'all have approached everything as a unit is dope, And it was really dope how you were talking about when y'all were pregnant. And how y'all started thinking about spirituality and wanting to kind of get more, I guess, serious, for lack of a better term, as far as finding who y'all were. That was a beautiful space to see, and I think a lot of us go through that.
Exactly. I mean, it was what you were sharing earlier, with your daughters. It's the same type of energy. I think what it ends up being is that you start taking stuff seriously, like, whether it's your daughter or whether it's your son or, you get married, or it might take a certain event in your life. Like, some people, they have to go to prison. They get out of prison or jail and they start taking something seriously. Some people have to lose somebody or get a disease or get sick. It's just various things that could be a catalyst. But my hope and my prayer is that people don't have to go through none of that they just start taking everything serious, because we're so powerful as human beings, man. We got so much that we can do and offer and change, but we just got to be aware of our power.
Yeah, man. Black people are dope.
That's a fact.
You know?
We are.
Matter of fact, go hug a black person today.
I don't know if y'all have been to my site. I got a site called Black Existence, and if y'all haven't seen it, go please follow it and peep it out, man. It's cool. I like it at least. It's like a pro-black site, but it's mainly like focusing on our dopeness and our beauty and our family and all of that type of stuff. The stuff that I think doesn't get emphasized enough. So that's another site. It's on IG.
Yeah, that's how we got you on the show, bro. I've been fucking with Black Existence for a minute, and they actually, they be kind of rocking with some of the pictures I'll be dropping, so that's cool too.
Oh, word up, good. I love that. Good.
Oh man, I love photography, bro. Like every morning I post. I got 3 different pages, so I post about 3 to 4 pictures every morning. I love this shit, man. Nice. I think we are such a beautiful people.
I agree.
I like to share that.
I agree.
We do have a call because I know we ain't got too much time. Can we take a call right quick? Y'all cool with that?
Yeah. Yeah, no, let's do it.
All right. We'll get to 8523 right quick. What's good, fam?
What up, Job? This your boy Open Mind.
What's good, bro? How you doing?
Peace.
I'm good, man. I just wanted to call and give you some love, bro. I know I was texting you. Like, I was trying not to miss the show. I ain't want to bug you too much, but I wanted to, be more supportive, man. I've been missing your shows. I couldn't catch up to you.
That's all right. We got speech in the house tonight, bro.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Doing all right.
Out to Ron, too. Is Ron still on the line?
Yeah, he's still on the line, bro.
Okay,
What's
just
up,
want
brother?
to shout out to everybody.
Oh, no doubt.
It's an honor to be online with speech. I grew up to take me to another place.
Come on.
Man. Yo, but real quick, because I want to hold the show if y'all ain't got much time. You said something earlier in the call. You said that we worship money. And I just want to commend you for saying that because, the little voices out here like ourselves, we're not loud enough. I just wish a lot more artists like yourselves who've been in this game, who got the tenure, who got the, notoriety, would speak on that thing more often because if we don't stop doing that, I think a lot of it overshadows the little movements that we got like yourself. It is the worship of money, and that's bad.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you. But
I just commend you for saying that. I'm so glad. It's a breath of fresh air. I'm going to get off the line. But my name is Open Mind. Just wanted to shout out and give my boys some love, man, because I've been missing the shows and trying to be involved. So love y'all.
That's dope.
Preach that good word, brother, and Black Power fist to you.
No doubt,
Black Power, man.
No doubt. You already know, man.
All right,
and I'll holler at you.
That's peace, man. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
But he brought up an interesting topic as far as what you said about money. Do you get pushback because you're rich?
Well, it's funny because not as much as I used to. So hip-hop, as you know, has become the number one music genre in the world. And hip-hop artists have become now blatantly about the money. Like, they literally say it.
Yeah.
So the difference is, you got people like a Jay-Z who just became a billionaire. You got Nas who just made like a $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 deal with investing in a particular company. I forget which one. And then you got Dre, that made 800, something like that on the Dre Beats deal, on and on. So I'm not rich compared to that. You know what I mean? Like, compared to any of those people. So, like, I'm from a different view or school of thought. Now, I have been successful, but I'm not nearly as rich as some of these dudes. So, like, I think I don't get as much pushback as I used to back in the 90s because people weren't rolling like that back in the 90s. Like, and we wasn't even about that. Like, even a gangster hip-hop artist would rarely say or possibly would never say that they're in it for the money. Like, they would say they're in it for the art. Like, that was just the way you approached hip-hop. It was like, this is an art, So, I don't know. It's just a different viewpoint now. Like, now you get commended for doing basically what we used to call selling out. You know, I turned down a $1 million deal from Coca-Cola back in the 90s because I didn't want to sell out. And now that would be
wow.
That would actually be a bottom. Like that would be a come up. So it's totally different viewpoint, which is my man just talked about it who got on the phone, Open Mind. You know, the difference is, well, money now is the bottom line point. And if you're making money, then it really doesn't matter what else you're doing, because you must be doing something right. You're making money.
Yeah,
right. It's been made cool. It's been made cool to sacrifice morality for monetary gain.
That's
exactly
what I mean?
Right. And yeah, you know what I mean. And that's where we fall short, because you know it's money over bitches. It's money over everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But right. You know, but nobody talks about. Yeah, what we don't talk about is how that effect is affecting our culture, our society. You know what I mean? Us as a people as a whole. You know what I mean? Like when you think about it, when you obviously think about it, like the black people that you see and that's put in the spotlight is all strictly entertainment. It's strictly entertainment. You know what I mean? So. You know what I mean? So it's either you swing crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. You know what I mean?
I mean, but that's not new, though, bro. It may be presented differently, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, it's not new. Like we've always like back in, you know, when you think about it, like when the crack era hit, what's the first thing niggas bought when they start moving weight? They bought a shiny car. That was their way of saying in the neighborhood, you know, like we rich.
I made
it.
Yeah, I made it.
Let me switch topics just for 1 second, because I got to get a shameless plug in, man. We came up with this game show, bro. We tell everybody to come on the show. It's called the Conscious Olympics. I think you'd be interested in it. We've done it a couple of times live, and basically, in a nutshell, it's Jeopardy for black folks.
Okay, I don't watch Jeopardy, but go ahead. I'm listening.
Every question
is about real African history, though.
Yeah,
right.
And
real
we
African
found
history.
a way to kind of make it entertaining. You know, like we had Doggy Diamonds hosted the last time. I don't know if you're familiar, but really, really, really dope. And his personality allowed for the presentation of good information to be palatable. My daughters left that boy like, wow, this was dope.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So if you ever get a chance, man, check our YouTube out, and it's a couple of them on there. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
And so what is the title? What is the title?
The Conscious Olympics.
Conscious Olympics.
Okay, cool. I'm going to peep it out. The Conscious Olympics.
Yeah, I got to get my bag on, man. Like it's speech, bro. Like, let me get off the phone, I'll be like, I had to say something.
Yeah, we need more of that anyway.
I mean, you know what, man? We regular black folks that give a shit about black folks.
That's how all of us should be. That should be the average. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. I'm the same way.
No, bro. No, you're not. I'm not. No, you're not, bro. And I'm not saying that in any negative way at all. But you're an extraordinary black folks.
Well, I appreciate that, man.
Like,
no doubt.
You earned that, bro. Like I say, I was living and mature at the time y'all came out, and y'all coming out at that time on that wave was some powerful shit, but it was ballsy as hell too. You know,
I actually agree with that. It was ballsy.
Yeah, it was ballsy as hell.
It was everything though. It was the clothing. It was the glasses. You know what I mean? It was the headgear. It was everything. You know what I mean? Because it stood out. It stood out. He was like, yo, that shit is like, you were like, nigga, it was cool to have Kente cloth on in the 90s. It was cool to wear African medallions in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had African medallions in elementary school, like wearing that shit to school.
That's hot.
You know what I mean?
That's hot. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that type shit. Like that shit was cool. It was accepted. It was regular because our image was projected on a daily basis. Everybody wants to be black.
Yeah, well, they still do.
Everybody wants to be black. So I mean, from today till then till whenever, you know what I'm saying?
True.
We define the culture. We are the culture.
Yeah, we do.
We define everything. We define everything that's cool.
But the thing
everything
about
that's cool, we define.
The thing about it with you, Speech, is that you put your money where your mouth is. You know, and the revolution ain't free. Make no mistake about it. You know, and if you think it is, you're a fool. You know, but you have started a school, and people don't. I think people underestimate how critical arts are to our development and to our mental, growth. And you started a foundation, a school. That's putting your money where your mouth is. And if don't nobody else tell you, I'm proud of you, bro.
Well, I appreciate that, man. No doubt. I mean, I'm glad y'all are pushing it to the people listening. And, we just want to get that word out because there's a lot of people like myself doing schools, doing educational scholarships, doing entrepreneurial ventures like what we're doing. But the rest of us don't know a lot of times. So it's just getting that word out. So that's what I love.
Yeah, hey man, I just was you try to do your little research or whatnot. Try not to sound too stupid when people come on the show, man. And I'm like, damn, first off, I did not know you was doing all this shit, and I felt bad that I did not know. Yeah. So hopefully we can, reach an ear or two out there and help the movement, man, because this shit is like. It's not reinventing yourself like Jay-Z is reinventing himself. People just really just finding out. You've been the same motherfucker for like decades.
Right. That's one of the things I'm most proud of, to be honest. Most proud of.
That's commendable.
Yeah.
That's commendable. And that's what it should be. Like we need a million speeches. You know what I'm saying?
We do. And I think we can all look back and look at artists. Oh, matter of fact, shift change real quick. There is no 50 Cent without speech of Arrested Development. There is no Bone Thug without speech of Arrested Development. I did the fucking search. Y'all better recognize that melodic shit is Arrested Development. Yeah. That's the origin, the nucleus. Get this man the credit.
That's a fact.
Dude,
that's a fact.
You one of the first people to say that. I actually say that in one of my new rhymes that I just wrote. I just was saying that because I literally don't know anybody that was doing it on that level.
I was thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, it's between Speech and OUTKAST as far as like the melodies and how everybody kind of want to make hip hop closer to R&B. And when I look back, I'm like, oh shit, like they was way ahead of the game.
Yeah, we was before OUTKAST. I love those cats though, but we was way before this.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I knew those dudes. My roommate Ian Burke is the one that really helped get them guys on. So he helped get them on and TLC on, and I was there during all of that. I was like crazy to see them guys come on.
Yeah. And we would not be opposed to you saying, hey, OUTKAST 3000, why don't y'all go on My Skin Is My Sin? That shit was dope. Just saying.
OUTKAST, if they could just come together again. They're not doing
man,
nothing.
Tell me about it.
Yo,
but you know what, man?
They're neglecting the world with that.
Man, I love that. I love that group.
Oh man, we definitely got some fans. Okay, I know them. Tennessee is one of my favorites. It's spiritual to me, and my family are from Georgia. That's dope. Shout out to you, Teresa. And I think that's got to be one of the most powerful compliments y'all can get is that your music was spiritual.
I agree with that. I do. I agree with that. People give us that a lot. They tell us that a lot, and it never gets old.
That's pretty dope, man. I used to rap. Nobody told me my shit was spiritual at all. My mama said it was dope, though. That's about it.
I wish I could rap, yo. I wish. Like,
yeah, me too. Apparently.
I'm more. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you more like you should have been rapping in like '98. like you should have been putting your shit at like 98. Like you.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it
you
went
sound
double
like
gazillion lit. But
yeah, my nigga, like, you sound like Mace, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
I did get that too, man. That's crazy. I've actually gotten that.
Like you sound like Mace.
We got one more call
like
over because I know we only got the king on for maybe a few more minutes. You know.
I got
and shout out. Matter of fact, and while we get this caller, I'm gonna get to 7244 right quick, and I do need to thank the whoever that was that hooked up the interview. They were very responsive. They were very professional, and they was on their shit. And trust me, we've been on for 4 years, bruh, and we've dealt with some goofballs over the years. They were the complete opposite.
Goofballs are in abundance.
Yeah,
goofballs are in abundance.
Man, they are in abundance. Let me get to 7244 real quick. What's good, fam?
Hey, what's going on, fam?
What's going on, bro? We got speech on the line. You got a question or a comment?
Oh yeah, man. I had hollered at speech before, man. I was just about to ask the question of who it was you guys had on the line, but I was thinking about y'all the other day, speech, and it's peace to you, brother, and the work that you guys were putting out, the artistry, the level of the artistry that you guys were showing, it was very important. It was very important, and especially as I look at hip hop in these days and times, I look at where it has gone. And I want to make that comment, and I also want to ask you a question. But just talking about how important the drum has been to us as African people, getting and corralling around the drum, around the beat, and then allowing the beat be the red carpet to display your art, to convey a message, all these wonderful things. And it's a thing that, back in you guys' time, it was more flourished. It was more popular. It was cool. I was just thinking about we all are in the same game.
Yep.
And that was dope.
Self-destruction,
right,
yeah.
Yeah, that was dope, especially when you look at the culture in which, the brother Nipsey Hussle looked to try to repair out in on the West Coast. Gang violence and things of that nature, seeing those brothers and sisters rise to the occasion to actually put out a song to show that we were working together and could work together. Now, this is my thing. My question to you is, like, what is it that I'm going to say kind of pushes out those griots, the grandfathers that have the worthwhile messages, what that kind of pushes them out and puts them in a place where their art, this, we talk about hip hop being $1 billion and $1 trillion artistry.
Hey, bruh,
what is it that kind of
I hate
pushes
to cut
them
you off,
out?
but he only gonna be on for about 4 more minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, what is it that actually pushes them out? When kind of somewhat has them afraid, somewhat, so to speak. Besides guys like you.
Well, have you seen my documentary Nigga Factory yet?
No. Did you say Nigga Factory?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Check it out. Go to my website, brotherspeech.com, and peep out that documentary, because I address this in a very serious way, like my man was just saying earlier. And I could answer your question, but I think it would best be answered if you see that documentary. And then please share it if you like it.
Okay. Absolutely, brother.
Shit's fire, bro.
No doubt.
Like,
Thank you, man.
you'll enjoy it. Trust me.
All right. Yes, sir.
No doubt, man. Thank you for calling up, bro. And don't be afraid to share our shit too. Matter of fact,
sir.
If you listen to our shit next week, share our shit. If you listen to our shit in 37.2 million years, first off, you're the dopest motherfucker to ever walk the planet for digging up this greatness. Share our shit.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact.
Right. I tell him sometime, man. We better check the resume, man. We got speech in the house tonight, man. That's pretty. You're the first Grammy Award winner we've ever had, so I'll never forget this.
Well, I love
That's
it,
a
man.
fact.
But see, I have a philosophy, though, that you guys need people like myself and others to come on the show because you guys are wanting to do something different. And so a lot of artists will say, nah, they don't have enough listeners, or nah, they ain't been around long enough, or nah, that's not going to get you those clicks and those, looks and views that you want to get. But I have a different philosophy. We need to change the paradigm. Man, we got to start supporting brothers like yourself who are striving to give us different content. We got to start supporting that. And then we can change our narrative that's been put out there about us. So that's what I believe in.
Man, and the crazy part is I literally I hit Rome up earlier and I was like, we got a resume that's fucking unparalleled damn near. But you may be one of the few people that has a quote unquote name that actually posted the flyer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt.
That's a super fact.
Yeah, and I want to say thank you for that. I saw that, and apparently you did it 3 days ago. And I'm like, oh, shit, how did I miss this?
Yeah, man.
Because, you know what, it's ingrained in us to not even look.
Right.
Because they won't do the shit. Because in their mind, I'm doing this peon a favor. And what you are.
Exactly.
And I'm a peon, okay. But yeah, you're doing us a favor, But a lot of them end up leaving the show like, dude, that was unlike what we're accustomed to. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Nah, we got to get the word out, bro.
Yeah, well, shit, we are not opposed to anybody sharing our shit.
Yes. Absolutely.
Right, we will not be mad at that.
Absolutely.
We are on every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Fridays we got the water cooler, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we,
I commend y'all for keeping it going, man.
Oh my God! Oh, I got my friend, my boy, Knowledge Born Allah. Been doing Do the Knowledge Radio for the same amount of time. We got like maybe 400 shows, probably like 380. Dude's got 900.
Wow.
Right.
Nice.
And that's a show you got to check out because if you're looking for African liberation and some real information, you got to fuck with Do the Knowledge Radio. Like that's my guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's my go-to knowledge base right there.
Nice.
Yeah. Like. What are your and before we let you go, man, I want to get your thoughts on the current state of the quote unquote conscious community.
I mean, I love us because anyone who's striving to do activism, I commend you because it's needed. Now, the thing that I feel we need to do better at is the divisiveness. When you got people claiming that they're the king of this, they're the king of consciousness and all of these things, you got people constantly calling each other coons. You got people canceling each other. The problem with all of that, you can critique someone without canceling them. So what I try to help people see is we need everybody. We need all the brothers and sisters, the different types. We need them because they're going to be able to reach certain audiences that we don't reach. Now, if we disagree with something they're saying, we should critique it. And like y'all say on your show, with respect. But when we start canceling people who are trying to do the work, it's not beneficial for the overall goal of freedom because we're not going to be able to do it with a small section of conscious people. We got to get more and more people conscious, more and more people aware so we can work as a unit and as a nation in a sense. And
right. Everybody wants soldiers, but nobody
appreciates
the fact that the cook actually feeds the motherfuckers.
There you go.
I'm just saying, like people look at the army as just like the soldiers, like especially in today's society. No, bro.
There's people that bring the supplies.
You can be an accountant in the army.
The food. There's people that bring the mail. There's people that fix the machines. There's people that do a lot of different things. All of it counts.
Facts.
That's a fact. Can we get a small favor from you, though, bro?
Yes,
Can we get a drop from you for My Skin Is My Sin Radio?
Let's do it. Yo, this is your brother Speech from Arrested Development shouting out My Skin Is My Sin Radio. Much love to y'all.
That's so dope, bro. Like, y'all gotta mix that shit tonight. I'm gonna be wired at work tomorrow.
That is peace.
Like, I'm gonna actually call my mama and be like, "Ma, I had speech from Arrested Development on the show." She's gonna be like, "Who?" Right, and I'll be like, Tennessee, and she's like, "Oh my God, really?"
Mr. Wendell.
We live on Facebook, and to her, it's the Facebook to my mama. So, you know,
right, exactly. Same with my mom.
Yeah, she'll never hear this. So,
y'all be strong, man.
But I do appreciate your time. I mean, you can stay as long as you want, bro. We ain't kicking you off the show. But in the event that you got to go, because your boy, and what was his name? Is it Mike at Vagabond?
Mike. Yeah, Mike. Yep.
Yes. Shout out to Mike.
Yeah,
man. Salute to him. Definitely appreciate that.
Shout out to Mike.
And we definitely appreciate you, bro. Yeah, the honesty is palpable, man. We appreciate the greatness, man. It's definitely been a phenomenal episode. We won't forget this one.
Thanks, brothers. Y'all stay strong.
Thank
man.
you.
Absolutely.
And keep in touch, bro.
Peace.
I'll email him my telephone number, and you can call me whenever, bro.
Definitely, I will.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you,
I'm from
man.
Detroit, man. Let me get that out there, man. Detroit born and bred, man. I just happen to just move to Cleveland. Love
I will.
Cleveland.
I'll reach out.
Oh, no doubt, man. And you and tell the family, man, and the school. And if y'all need anything at the school, man, and we can help you, please don't hesitate to say something. We definitely will.
I will. Definitely will.
And man, can I get some of the art though? I like to post that shit.
Yeah, I'll hit you up with that, no doubt.
Yeah, that would be dope. Man, like, oh man, whoever is picking those pictures for Black Existence, they are a god.
My team.
They are gods. Like I don't know where y'all get. I search like high and low on the internet. I'm not sure where the hell y'all getting them pictures from, but I'm like, damn, bro. And I've tried to find some of them pictures and I cannot. So shout out to them. They got some good eyes.
Thanks,
man.
And you know what? One thing before you go,
sure.
man. The character of a leader, man, is the people that he chooses in the circle, man. You are a phenomenal leader because you have chosen some extremely talented people.
Thanks, brother. Thanks.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man.
Peace.
You enjoy your day, man. Enjoy your life, man. And don't forget about this. My skin is my sin.